Event Threat Detection, ETD, is a built-in service in Security Command Center Premium. It uses log data from Google Cloud Audit logs, cloud networking logs, and operating system logs. When a threat is detected, ETD writes a finding to Cloud SAC and to a logging project. Event Threat Detection analyzes Cloud Audit logs, VPC flow logs, Cloud Firewall logs, Cloud NAT logs, DNS logs, and Linux syslogs to find threats. ETD works best when VPC flow logging and Cloud DNS logging are active. Event Threat Detection is automatically enabled when you subscribe to Security Command Center Premium. If you need to re-enable ETD, first make sure you have a Security Command Center Admin and Security Center Sources Admin IAM roles, along with an SAC Premium subscription. On the SEC homepage, go to the Sources and Services Settings page. Then click the toggle next to Event Threat Detection to enable it. Click Save. Then under the Resources tab, select the scope for ETD. We recommend enabling it at the org node level and allowing the rest of the org to inherit the on setting. ETD can quickly detect a number of potential high-risk and costly threats. Brute force SSH. ETD detects successful brute force of SSH on a host by examining Linux auth logs for repeated failures followed by a successful login. Crypto mining. ETD detects coin mining malware by examining VPC logs for connections to or lookup of a known mining domain or IP address. Cloud IAM abuse malicious grants. ETD detects privileges granted to identity and access management users and service accounts that are not members of the organization. Malware. ETD detects malware based on a connection to or a lookup of a known bad domain or IP address by examining VPC logs for connections to known bad domains and other log data. Phishing. ETD examines VPC logs for suspicious connections and other log data. Outgoing denial of service. ETD detects outgoing denial of service traffic by examining the sizes, types, and numbers of VPC flow logs. Data exfiltration from BigQuery. ETD detects when data is leaving a table owned by your organization or when a copy is attempted that is blocked by a VPC service control. You can learn more about these findings in the documentation linked below. You can view findings in cloud logging if you configured SEC syncs to write logs to the Google Cloud Operations Suite, or in the SEC Findings tab. Filter by source type and select Event Threat Detection. In our environment, we can see our top findings. Let's drill into the malware bad IP finding. We're able to see what the event was, when the event occurred, the source of the finding data, and the detection severity. Under source properties, we can find additional evidence. Drilling into the evidence, we can find out the log ID, project, timestamps, and insert ID. We can also see the affected resources, and under properties, we can even see the source IP, port, destination IP, and instance details. To display all findings that were affected by this source IP, we can apply a filter. In the Findings tab filter box, enter source properties, properties, IPs, and paste the source IP. Security Command Center displays all of the findings that are associated with event findings affected by this source IP. Next, we can continue to pivot on either this IP or the project in the filter bar to do further detections and create firewall rules blocking access from this IP. Congratulations, you've enabled Event Threat Detection and learned how to respond to a finding from it.